everyone, and welcome back. I'm Quietly Gaming, and today we are going to be rescuing our friends from Castrum Sentry. We've been playing through A Realm Reborn currently. We're getting real freaking close to the end. We're actually in, I think we're at the end of we're at the level 46. We're at the level 46 story missions, and it goes till 50, so as you can see, we're really closing in. We've got, let's see, which one? Drowning out the voices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 missions left within the game, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump right in and maybe blast this out. I don't know. While Galmont goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some preparations of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communication jamming device. The explanation is like to be a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate by at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hillside cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of its properties, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystal among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely place on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Oh. I guess we gotta talk to Galmont as well. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan's to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just the clothing you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to the Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Oh, we have to do both? Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna sneak on through here. Well, not bad. And we got armor. Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that an insurgent force is near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend the patrols be increased. How did they know that we're here? Nice. We learned the salute. I wonder if it's here yet. It doesn't seem to be. Okay, so let's go talk to Galmont first. Lamont. So you managed to learn the Imperial salute. No. Best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Thanks. So can we put that? Salute. Imperial salute. I think we need to put that there and have it on our... Dark Malark wishes to help you acquire disguises. You are called Quietly Gaming, yes? I have heard of your plight from my friend Gelmont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniform and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you have via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area around Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear. 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Okay. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their powers. My thanks, Quietly. Okay, so let's go get this armor. Oh, we gotta run all the way back over there? Why couldn't they just have us do all 3 of those quests at once? We could have, like, gotten the armor, gotten the salute. I mean, we killed those guards. We could have just, like, taken their armor, right? And gotten the readings on the crystal at the same time. 3 birds, 1 stone. Would have been nice, but I guess we gotta kind of space it out, I suppose. We're literally going back to the same area. But we were. I could have just robbed people, the 2 people that I had seen or that I had killed during the salute mission. Oh well. We won't question Square Enix. They are... Okay. Now we go over here and talk to Sark Malark. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes. Damaged, as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. We must have them repaired, if not superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith Ignolf at the Diamond Forge and Rowena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not. We have already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. What's this? Purple haze. Is that supposed to be like smoke? So ye the adventurers Sark Malark sent, are ye? I've been waiting for ye. Now let's see what you got for me. I see. Oh yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for ye. After all, I owe ye friends Stark Malark a favor or two. Took a good care of old Ingolf back in the days when I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did ye know he's the son, one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? wouldn't expect something like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the venture in life calling him. But here I go blabbling on when there's work to be done. Just hold ye horse birds for a moment or two, and great Ingolf will have ye gear looking good as new. New gear. Well, not new gear. Fixed gear. And here we have it. Won't do ye much good in battle, mind ye, but for what I've heard, it's not ye priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will ye? So we definitely don't want to do battle. Good to know. Forge sale. Equipment. Discipline of war. Oh, I don't have it yet. Okay. I don't have tomes yet either, do I? Saddle? What is that? Trophy crystal? Oh, this is PvP stuff. Okay. Cryptic chain. Okay, so that's scripts. I don't know how we unlock those. I think you just go along with the story and then you unlock them. Have you had the uniform and helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Ingolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even the legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugated new territories, it assimilates the people of the land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscript forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellions in the bud and expands its territories in one fell swoop. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. How would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. I took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum centrally deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shell, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of old false intelligence. Old insurgents were designed on their stronghold. It ain't far from the north, now I come to think of it. Anyway, any road. We should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. So you're the reason that they're doing more patrols. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed in your shiny tin suit and allure them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here. Filched fresh from the Imperial scouts. They'll come running when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, we hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I ain't mistaken, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now. Go run along, eh? Oh, and don't forget to salute. From from another patrol you are. When next you see your commanding officer, tell him that he leads a sloppy unit. If any of my lot forgot to salute their superior officer, they would be on their arse faster than they could say latrine duty. Right. Sure. Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say. Judging from your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should all go wary, use your smoke signal to call us. I hope you won't mind me joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. It's just a place. But where's the enemy? Sure, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. You say so. I won't say no. Run! Nice. I like how Sid doesn't have a level. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gifted chocobo in the beak, it does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Big Swedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she was structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say it, but the servomechanism may be damaged. But but aren't those things protected by ilm thick armor plates? They are, yes. It's odd. The casting doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not restringing till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Oh. Mumbling cart chocobo. I heard that. A hole has been set aside for us to use in Revenant's Toll. There, that's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there quietly. Yes, sir. Yeah, we definitely did a number to the Magitech suit. But, I mean, that's just how it goes, right? That's just how it goes. Okay. Magitech armor. Sid and the others took it inside. Go on in and join them. Would like my armor back. Ever seen an ironworks engineer at work? Well, you're in for a treat then. Stand back and enjoy the show. Oh. We've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servomechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give these two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job is done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. If you recall, the servomechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core, which drives it, is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordana. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain the details to you. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers in Castrum Sentry had remembered to replace their cores, we would be risking arousing Imperial suspicions. But do not despair, for I believe I have a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a mammoth heart. In case you don't know, a mammoth heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanisms. We'll just need to make more minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmith Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. Ahem. Did I mention how much they cost? No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of, I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Hello there. Come to collect a mammoth's heart, you say? Then you must be on behalf of the Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. Servant? Servant? Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphino has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmith Guild won't dream of charging him. But here is the mammoth's heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass my compliments to your master. Servant? Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. It was free. Free of charge, courtesy of Alphino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. Influential family. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. Cross our fingers, everyone. There she is. She's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not. She just needs a love tap, I'll wager. Oh, she did need a love tap. She went a little pat on the foot. Yes, she's alive. Let's take her outside and put her through her paces quietly. Would you care to do the honors? Sure. I'll play in the Magitech suit. Hop in the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far as up as you can go, please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Yay! This way, right? Man. She's zooming, boys! An anonymous movement evident from either leg. Good. Jump back down and then sprint north. Quick as you can. North. Where's north? Hey. Leg joints, absorbing all impact without an incident. Excellent. Please make your way back quietly. Yes, sir. Move it, frog boy. Coming through. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Nice. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is a sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanisms, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps the inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Oh, whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, Mammoth cores serve only to conduct impulses, Mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information correctly in their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team, in which case we should do our best to make her feel welcome. Yay, welcome to the team. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting to do anyways? Bob us a curtsy. No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important to warrant this silliness. Without it, the patrol will be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be in a wondrous task at the best of times, and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of a worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear to be compatible with the Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or tear our heads off? Imperials. They've come for the armor. Damn it. They have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by Traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper. Requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Destroy? Bruh. Really? Bloody hells, quietly. Protect the armor at all cost. Nice. You protected the armor. Feels good. Yay! Hmm? Chief, look! She moved! And now she deigns to grace us with her presence. It took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castrum Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. Yay! Her friend. The servo mechanisms is finally fully functional. and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is as good as new. We're as prepared as we'll ever get. What are we at? We're at, okay, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here, folks. I was going to try and get all the way through the rescue, but it just doesn't look like it's gonna happen. It's getting late where I am right now currently, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits. Got some other things that I need to do before I go through and like edit all of these and get them up on the YouTube. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We are closing in on the end of A Realm Reborn. The playlist is getting pretty long. I think we're getting into the late 20s in terms of episodes, and I know some of them were a lot longer and some of them were a lot shorter. So yeah, thank you for coming and watching and hanging out while we do the playthrough. Comment if you're enjoying it. Comment, I know a couple people were considering replaying the story, making a new character and replaying the story. So if you've decided to replay the story as well, let me know down below. Or if you're playing through it for the first time, let me know that too. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and join the Discord. Anyway, other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.